Eliswa Vakayil. Mother Eliswa Vakayil, Eliswa of the Blessed Virgin Mary in religion, is the foundress of the first indigenous Carmelite congregation for women in India. She was the first religious sister from Kerala, the southernmost state of India. She established the first convent school, boarding house, and orphanage for girls in Kerala. Early life. She was born as the first of 8 children of Taman and Handa, in the noble family of Vipasari in the Cruz Malagars parish of Achanthirooth. From her childhood itself, Eliswa showed a keen interest in prayer and sacrifices. Her devotion to Jesus in the Eucharist and the Blessed Virgin Mary was astounding. Little Eliswa was exceptionally compassionate to the poor and the underprivileged. According to her parents' wishes, Eliswa married Eliswa Vakayil in 1847. A girl child was born to them on April 21, 1850, and she was named Anna. After 1.5 years since Anna's birth, Eliswa suddenly fell ill and died. Even though Eliswa was suggested for a second marriage, she opted for a life of silent prayer and services. Her frequent visits to the Blessed Sacrament at her parish church in Kunamavu nourished her soul, and she surrendered herself. Foundress of Talked. Bifurcation of the congregation. The Sacred Congregation of Propaganda Fide decided to change the jurisdiction over St. Teresa's convent at Kunamavu from the Archdiocese of Virupalli to the Vicariate of Thrissur on 24 March 18. All the sisters belonging to the Latin Rite, including Eliswa, the foundress of the congregation, had to leave the convent on 17 September 1890. They took shelter in St. Teresa's convent at Ernakulam, founded by Mother Teresa of St. Rose of Lima, now Servant of God, for some days, after which they were brought back to Varapaja by the Archbishop of Virupalli. At present, the 2 branches of the Talked congregation serve as 2 independent religious congregations, the Congregation of Teresian Carmelites (CTC) and the Congregation of the Mother of Carmel (CMC). Death and recognition of holiness. Eliswa lived an exemplary life of prayer and selfless service to the poor and the abandoned. As a pioneer in providing education for girls in Kerala, Eliswa made sure that they were taught values of life along with subjects of science, mathematics, arts and music, as well as cooking, tailoring, and handicrafts. She practiced a life of virtues and gratitude, and nothing could change it, even if what she received was pain and injustice from others. God alone suffices. This was her motto, and her whole life was a reflection of this. Eliswa breathed her last on July 18, 1913, and was buried in a special place in front of the Basilica of Our Lady of Mount Carmel and St. Joseph. Her mortal remains were later transferred to the tomb chapel called Esamruthi Mantaram at St. Joseph's Convent of CTC at Varapaja. Many pilgrims and the faithful visit her tomb to seek her intercession and obtain favors. She was declared a servant of God on 30 May 2008 by Archbishop Daniel Acharoparambol of Virupalli Archdiocese. The diocesan inquiry was closed on 7 April 2017. References